Let's unravel the twisted tale of Scaphism, aka the boats, a medieval nightmare brought to you by the ancient Persians. Imagine this. You're sandwiched between two boats or logs, force-fed a delightful mix of milk and honey, and left out in the elements to become a feast for bugs and critters. Sounds like a party, right? This gruesome practice traces back to the Achaemenid Persian Empire, where it was reserved for the nastiest of criminals. But hold your horses, because there's some debate about whether it's just an ancient urban legend cooked up by Greek storytellers with a flair for the dramatic. The intent behind Scaphism was to subject the victim to prolonged agony and a slow, excruciating death. Employed by the Persians, this method sought to serve as a potent deterrent against committing severe crimes while also demonstrating their authority and cruelty. Designed to prolong suffering, Scaphism aimed to keep the victim alive as long as possible, thus amplifying their torment and anguish as a means of punishment. So how did they do it? The horrifying process of Scaphism began with immobilizing the victim. Their hands and legs were tightly bound, preventing any movement and ensuring no chance of escape. This immobilization set the stage for the subsequent horrors. Once immobilized, a mixture of milk and honey that sounds sweet was poured into the victim's mouth and body. This wasn't just for nourishment, but also to induce severe diarrhea, a crucial element in the ensuing torture process. With the victim now coated in milk and honey, they were placed in a small boat or between two hollow logs. Their hands and legs dangled from the sides, rendering them completely helpless. A second boat or another set of logs was then secured on top, creating a confined space that imprisoned the victim completely, leaving no room for escape. Placement in a swamp or water reservoir. This environment attracted insects and vermin, contributing to the victim's slow and agonizing demise. The trapped victim was left exposed to the harsh elements, particularly the sun, intensifying their discomfort, accelerating decomposition, and attracting insects. The milk and honey mixture, along with the victim's exposure and bodily waste, attracted various creatures, including flies, rats, maggots, and worms. These creatures feasted on the victim's flesh, worsening their condition. The insects and vermin caused painful bites and carried bacteria, leading to severe infections. As the victim's body decayed and wounds opened, maggots bred in their flesh, causing further decay and prolonging the agonizing death until eventual escape. But hey, at least it wasn't entertainment, right? Yeah, tell that to the poor souls forced to witness this nightmare. Scaphism wasn't just punishment. It was a power play, a gruesome display of authority that left a lasting mark on anyone unlucky enough to witness it. So, next time you think you're having a bad day, just remember, at least you're not stuck in a swamp, covered in honey with a horde of insects eyeing you like you're their next Thanksgiving dinner.